Yo, so I just got off the set of working as a second AC on a commercial film set, and in today's video I'm going over exactly what an AC and second AC is, what their job and role is on set, and how to do it yourself. I'm also going to be covering some behind the scene footage and how we lit certain shots in this film set and a bunch of other behind the scenes stuff, so stick around if you're interested. So I guess the first question would be, what is an AC? Well, AC stands for assistant camera. It's basically their job to make sure the camera operator has everything they need for the film shoot. It's their job to set the camera up, switch lenses in between shoots if the lens needs to be switched, and also take the camera down once the film is completed. But while shooting, the main job of the first AC is to pull focus. So basically in any movie you watch, it's not the camera person pulling the focus and it's not the camera's autofocus, because in any big budget movie, cameras that high don't have autofocus. It's the job of the first AC. The first AC has a little focus puller so that they can manually pull the focus for the shot. I was lucky enough to have a really good first AC who was really good at telling me as the second AC what I had to do. I know tons about filmmaking in general, but how the film set lingo worked and how the set in general worked was still very new to me, so having somebody be able to explain what my job was to me helped tremendously so that I could help his job and make his job even easier as well. Pulling up to set, the very first thing that I did was take a selfie of myself in the filmmaking van, because all of my filmmaking gear can pretty much fit on that shelf right there, even though you can't see it with all of the haze in the room. So it was really cool being in a van full of all the filmmaking gear I could really ever want. There were tons of lights, equipment, and all this other stuff, and it was really cool to see all of that stuff kind of in one big place. We used a red camera, and I'm not really sure what the lens set we had was, but we also shot both interior and exterior shots, and overall everything ran super smoothly. I don't really have any stories of things blowing up or anything like that. The way that we lit the interior shot was actually really simple, and pretty much anybody with some basic filmmaking gear can probably light a shot pretty much looking exactly like how we got in this film shoot. To start off with, we had an aperture 300D shining into the ceiling right there. That was providing a really nice fill light, which was lightly lighting our subject and most of the background. And on top of that, we had some ginormous lights from outside shining inside, providing some more light in the room and also giving the actors a nice hair light. Then we had a giant sheet of bounce light shining that light from outside going inside onto the actor's face. So that way we could fill the actor's face with the light coming in from outside. Overall, this really wouldn't be that difficult to reproduce on a much smaller budget. You could just shoot at the right time of day and just have sunlight shining through the windows, and then use a normal key light to light your subject's face, and then that plus the bounce light would give you a much similar look for a fraction of the cost. Now I'm going to get into what my job was as the second AC and what that looked like on both the first and the second day of filming. As the second AC, it was basically my job to make sure the first AC had everything he needed to make sure the camera operator had everything he needed. This means that if the camera operator told the first AC, hey, we need something for the shoot, then he would tell me, then I could go run to the van and then grab it so that we could continue on with the shoot. One of the biggest jobs the second AC is going to do is he's going to be the slater. That's the person with the clapper that really quickly runs into the shot, claps the thing, then runs away.
Okay, we're good, Joel, thank you. All right, let's roll camera, please. Camera rolling.
Scene 1D, take 8, stop 6. If you're getting ready to work as a second AC on a film set, the first thing you should do is ask the camera operator, or I guess the first AC, for a shot list. This is going to tell you basically what shots you're scheduled to film and what the shots are going to be labeled, so that way you can write it on the clapper. The reason for this is because the clapper's job is basically to clap before every scene. That way the editor can see exactly all the information for the day. For instance, he can look at who directed it, he can look at what camera they used, and all this other stuff. But the most important piece of information that you're going to make sure you get right before every scene is what the scene is and what the take is. If it's the first scene, then you're going to write 1A, and if it's the first take, then you're going to write 1 for the take. Then the person's going to do the take, and then if the director calls for another take, all you're going to do is erase 1 and then put 2 there. However, if the scene stays the same but the shot changes, then instead of 1A, you would put 1B and then take 1. And that basically continues to go up and up and up as the film progresses. However, sometimes the director may choose to shoot something out of order for the convenience of whatever, which is why you need to have a shot list on you or on the AC. I wasn't used to reading what a shot list looks like, and I had no idea what shot we changed to if we did skip around, so I had to frequently ask the first AC or the camera operator, hey, what scene is this? That way I knew to write down it correctly so that there was no confusion when we were editing it. Overall, that's all there really is to know if you're getting ready to work as a first or second AC on a film or commercial shoot. It's pretty easy, and because you're so low in the totem pole, there really is no stress on you. I'm used to directing short films myself where I'm in charge of pretty much everything, and that is honestly pretty stressful sometimes. So going from that kind of an environment to where I'm just in charge of being the slater and that's pretty much it, it was honestly super easy for me, whereas the director probably was super sweaty and tired and all that stuff. We were all sweaty and tired, but you get what I'm saying. And there you go. That is everything you need to know if you're getting ready to be a second AC on a film shoot. If you guys enjoyed this video, then like it and comment it and subscribe it and share it and all that stuff. And I will see you guys next time. God bless.